What's up, everyone? WizardKen here, and welcome to World of Tanks Xbox One. That's right, guys. World of Tanks Xbox One has finally come out on July 28th, which was yesterday, and I had a lot of fun live streaming with you guys. It was a lot of fun. It was good to talk to you guys and see what you guys thought about this game, and that's why we're doing this video. We're going to be talking about the good and the bad of World of Tanks Xbox One, things that we like about it and things that we don't like about it. Now, I'm not going to be sitting here and dogging on wargaming about some of the imperfections that are with this game. Of course, there are things that need to be improved on. That's why I'm doing this video, so that hopefully we can all send them messages on the forums and stuff like that, which is one of the best ways to do that, on Twitter. Anything that you guys can think of to send them a message saying, hey, we need to improve on this and that and stuff like that, so that we can get these little kinks worked out. Now, like I said, I'm not going to be dogging on them the entire video. There's about 6 good things I have written down and 5 bad things that I have written down, and these are just things off the top of my head that I remember from yesterday live streaming. That's why you guys didn't get a normal video yesterday, because I wanted to get some inputs with you guys about what you thought about it. I wanted to take my time looking at it with you guys, and if you guys noticed anything weird, you know, you guys told me and stuff like that. So we're going to be talking about all that stuff today while we're taking out the Yogg Tiger, which I do have fully upgraded now. Oops, I hit the right trigger and stuff like that. One of the first things we're going to talk about real quick before we jump into a game is the graphics. The improvement of the HD graphics that we got from 360 to the Xbox One. I think Wargaming did an amazing job on this. Now, this is just the garage screen, which looks amazing, as you can see all the way around it. I mean, they have junk everywhere. Tracks, other tanks that are hidden. I mean, it just looks amazing on what they did with this game. How they transformed it to an HD version. I mean, it just looks phenomenal. And this is just the garage. Wait until you see the actual levels themselves, the actual maps themselves. The improvements that we get are just phenomenal. I mean, look how close we get and zoom in, and the just attention to details on this game. It looks amazing. Look at that lower plate. It looks like it's rubbed against things. You know, maybe brush or some logs, rocks, anything like that. You can see where it's worn on a little bit on the flap right there that's protecting the tracks right there. I mean, look at this thing. It just looks phenomenal. The tools look amazing. The shovels. I mean, you can even see the wear on the end of the shovel where they've been using it over and over again and stuff like that. I mean, it just looks phenomenal. And other tanks, I would say, even look better. I mean, look at the rust on the exhaust. The exhaust looks amazing. Wargaming definitely took their time and definitely knew what they were doing when they improved this. I mean, watching World of Warships and playing that game, I was just like, man, I wish World of Tanks was like this. And they definitely stepped it up and made it look pretty damn close to what World of Warships is. As you can see the lines inside of the barrel that allow the gun to, or not the gun, but the round to come out swirling, I say swirling, you know, to get it that circular motion while it travels through the air and stuff like that, which is pretty awesome. I mean, they did a lot of great detailed work on this stuff. I mean, look at the pallets and stuff. It just looks amazing. Looks amazing what they did. Anyways, the music and stuff that you get during the game and stuff like that, and the loading screens are amazing. I mean, it's just amazing that every map you go to, it tries to match the music of the country that you might be visiting for that battle. It looks really, really neat. I think it's great what they did, and you can't go against that on them. They did a phenomenal job. Anyways, let's jump into a battle. So that we could talk about some of the other good things and different things like that. And then we'll start talking about the bad. We're going to talk about all the good things, and then we'll talk about the bad stuff. So anyways, let's jump into a game. Alright guys, we're on Himbeldor's Night, and we're going to be going against Tier 10s, Tier 9s, and Tier 8s. Now, the first thing I want to show you guys is look at the graphics here. It looks amazing. Look at the sky moving, the thunder moving, you know, with the clouds. It's just it's just amazing. The smoke going in the distance, but look at the lighting. The lighting looks phenomenal. Even the small lamppost makes this look amazing. Oh my god, it's just amazing how well they did on this game. Alright, I didn't think we would pin him. Anyways, you cannot deny them the graphics. They did amazing with it. I'm very, very happy with the way it turned out and stuff like that. It's just amazing. And then when you're in like an open field area, it's just phenomenal and stuff like that. Now, the first thing I want to show is like the quicker response, which what I mean by that is that it feels like my turret responds better without the glitchiness or the stuttering of the 360. That's what happens when you get a better performing console and you play a game that's made for that console. The 360 was great to have World of Tanks on it, but it really undermined the game. It really did. It really did. Because the 360 just couldn't handle this game. We've seen this many, many times where the game would stutter and this and that. It's just not designed for something like that. I'm glad they brought it out on the 360, but it really was made for the Xbox One. So I'm glad it did come out. And now there is a stutter there. I think that's just a graphical thing that they're going to have to fix on their end. But other than that, it's been phenomenal the way this game has been handling. I've only get those glitches once in a blue moon. It's not where World of Tanks, like if I have somebody against me and I shoot and I see my flame come out and their flame come out, it's like stuttering. So I think they did a lot better on there. After reports, which we're going to be looking at and showing more in detail after this game, look amazing. Now, they did improve this while on the 360, but we still need to recognize how great it looks. It's just phenomenal how they did this. I just think it looks amazing. Now, we got a guy coming up behind us. Now, they also added more proving grounds. There's a lot more you could do on that. There's a lot of practice modes you could do on that, which are really cool. It allows newer players to get a better understanding of the game. Now, the only bad thing about these proving grounds is that the AI still seems a little clunky. So, I do have to say we have to watch out for that. But other than that, it's not bad. The proving grounds is not bad at all. I played it the other day. Oh my god, we're going to get killed. I need help, guys. Whatever. Let's just get as much damage as we can while we play this game. Yeah. No help from the team. A lot of people went the other way. So. Anyways, let's jump on somebody else. I mean, look how good this freaking thing looks. Look at the fires in the distance that are off screen that you can't even get to. That looks freaking amazing. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is quicker matchmaking. Now, I'm not talking about the loading screens. I'm talking about quicker matchmaking because we are able to cross-platform, which means we're able to play against 360 players. Now, like on this map, there could be guys on this game that are in the 360. They're not just Xbox One players we're playing against. We are playing against Xbox 360 players, which is freaking awesome. That means amazing stuff for us, for everybody that's been waiting for this game to come on Xbox One and they got rid of their 360 a long time ago. That means more players. With more players on Xbox One and 360 combining together, that means your loading, trying to find a map goes quicker. You're not going to have to sit there in the waiting screen. I think I've seen the waiting screen maybe twice yesterday, I think. And that's like longer than 5 or 10 seconds. I'm not going to include when I see it for like 1 second and then I'm already in a match. Majority of the time I don't even see it for 1 second. I go straight into a match and then I'm good to go. I think that's phenomenal. I think it's amazing. I think the days of having 1 or 2 minute waiting sessions for a game are over. And that just means our community is growing and we need to welcome new players. And it just shows you how great this game is. Just more and more people want to join it and be a part of it. I think it's phenomenal and great. It's just a great thing. Anyways, let's look at some of these other tanks. Now, you're not going to see amazing HD because they do gray out the screen, but you can still see the details on the tanks. I just hate the gray out screen that we get when we're dead. I think that's kind of annoying. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just right now trying to show you guys the tanks and stuff like that. It's just annoying. Oh, you bounced off of the T-30. Alrighty, so let's look at these, the reports at the end right here. So we made 24,000 in silver, 2,590 in experience points. Let's see. I love how right now, like if I wanted to look at the daily ×2 bonus, if say I'm a new player, you can see here, it tells you what it means. Crew, okay. My mastery of instance 6 sets has improved. All of this stuff, it tells you what you did to get these achievements. And that's great. That's what a lot of people have been hoping for. Because even me, I didn't know like what the, some of the ribbons were. And I would have to get out of this. I'd have to go to my, my stats and stuff like that. And then look up all the ribbons I got. And then it'll tell me like more about it and stuff like that. Now, this is also cool, too. They show you what you destroyed, the damage, the penetration, but also how much you blocked. That means how much damage you bounced, which is not bad at all. It's not bad at all. 3 detections. This is where it gets really neat, too. Is that, okay, we're looking at all these guys that are here. We finished about 6th place, but I'm like, okay, what did these guys do that really beat me? Now, we could just see that this guy beat us because he killed 3 people. He did 4,000 damage, stuff like that. But let's just say he is this guy, and he kind of tied kind of close to me. Like, okay, what did he do to really beat me? Anyways, we can click A on him, and it'll tell us everything. Instead of it automatically popping up, we could just hit A, and we can do, okay, shots fired, 7, direct hit, 6, penetrations, 5. Okay, I can understand it. Now, so we can understand what we hit, especially if you're recording your stuff, your gameplay. Let's look at what we did to all these tanks. Look at what we did. We did 1 shot on this guy. Okay, well, let's start at the top. Spawning, I detected the M46 pattern. Okay, damage dealt, damage caused to you, caused to this enemy. Okay, all the damage we did to him. We did 1 shot that penetrated his armor. We did 593 damage. Okay, we also damaged his tracks by doing this. So not bad at all. And the same thing with the other ones. We spotted him, but I think we spotted him. No, we just shot at him. Sorry. We spotted the Yog Tiger. Didn't do anything to him. T110E5. Okay. 2 shots on him. Did the 1,104 damage. Pretty good. We did an ammo rack and and we did some track damage. But we just damaged his ammo. We didn't really like ammo rack him because if we did, his turret would have flew off. But we damaged his ammo, which is pretty nice. And the T1 or T30, we took off his track. So this is really great. The amount of details that they've put in here, so you can understand what you hit, what you didn't hit, and different things like that. I believe this will make us all better tankers. Now, let's get back and do another game. And then we'll talk about all the bad stuff. Alrighty, guys. So right now, I'm going to be showing you the loading screens. Right now, this is my loading screen. It'll eventually bring up the map, I believe. I can't remember. But this is my loading screen sometimes. And why I want to bring this up is there's a difference between the loading screens on the 360 and the Xbox One. Specifically, the time. How long it takes for the 360 people to load in than the Xbox One. And this is all part of the bad list now. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty. And the reason I think this happens is because the 360 doesn't have as much HD, textures to load in. They don't have as much stuff to have to load in. Us on the Xbox One, though, have tons of HD stuff to bring in. Now, the other day, we tested this. Arrow, one of the guys, I think his name is Arrow Reborn. I'm sorry if I'm having a blank on your name, Arrow. I'm so sorry, buddy. But he's a live streamer, and he jumped on my live stream, and we were playing on the Xbox One, and he was tired of the issues some other issues, but also the loading times. So he switched to the 360, and we were playing against each other, and we got to see how quickly he got the load in. We were on Himmelsdorf, the last map you guys saw, and his team had pretty much conquered most of the map. Like, they had moved halfway through the map. Now, Himmelsdorf is a smaller map and stuff like that, but they did get to move around a lot sooner because they were on the 360. And that's not fair. That's not fair at all. As you saw here, we jumped in about 1440 out of the, so that's 20 seconds off. It might not seem a lot, but for light scouts and stuff like that, if I'm in a light tank and I'm trying to scout, there goes 20 seconds that somebody else is already scouting and gets all the spotting points and everything else. Now, I can make up those points by shooting at people and continuously letting people shoot at the targets that I'm spotting, but yeah. Anyways, I apologize. I didn't show you the people we're going against. 10s, 9s, and 8s. So that's one of the bigger issues I have. And one way I can say that Wargaming can improve this, because the problem they're going to run into is if they say everybody has to load in. The problem with that is not everybody loads in. Some people just lose connection altogether, and that just makes all of us have to wait. I understand this, and I don't think it's fair that anybody has to do this. I don't think that at all. No. What I think that they need to do is that at least 3/4 of the players have to be loaded in before the countdown actually begins. So, before we get that 10-second countdown, they need to allow at least 3/4 of the players to be in. Because, yeah, my connection could be the problem of this, but this is not the problem. The problem is that we're loading in late because of the quality, the textures, and stuff like that. And I have run this by multiple people, not just Arrow and myself. Multiple people are having the same problem. So, anyway, now, the last time when we played beta, there was a problem where we were on private chat, and we were still hearing the people inside the game. Now, Wargaming said there could be problems with us not having our private chat set up correctly, but we did. And some people have been saying that Wargaming made it so that you have to be able to hear everybody in the thing, in the game, even if you're in a private chat. That makes you just work with them a lot easier. I can understand their thing, but as a YouTuber, I do not need people right now talking to me. Now, as you can see, nobody's talking. So we can't test out whether this is working or not. I have no clue whether this is working or not, if they fix the bug or not. But I can say this, that the other day when I was live streaming, there was a kid, and it sounded like he was saying he was in a private chat, but he could still hear everybody, and we could still hear him. So, that being said, I don't know if this is fixed or not. So, it's on the bad list, just in case it is. I don't know if Wargaming is going to change it up or not. I hope they do. But who knows if they are or not. Wow, it seems like there's nobody over here, and I'm tired of waiting. So, I'm going to go back to this side of the map, and I'm going to try to shoot at people at the top. Because this is freaking boring watching me sit here. But look at the grass. Oh my god, I love running over the grass, because it does pop back up, as you can see there. But it's just neat watching it fall into the ground. It looks amazing. I mean, just the sky. The sun, oh my god, it's glaring. Now, I haven't looked at the airplanes yet in the sky to see how much details they put on them in that sense, but we'll see. Alrighty, anyways, the other thing I had a problem is some people can't get on. There was a problem, and that could be just because Xbox One just came out yesterday, and some people just couldn't get on. They were having problems with the downloads. Like, the downloads were taking it forever. One guy said he's been downloading for 19 hours, but that's just because he lived in the country, he said. But they were having some problems. Oh, shit. You know what? I just realized all those guys at the top of the map just died. So we need to run away. I'm sorry. We need to run away. I'm not going to be here when these guys come over the top and I get shot at. Anyways, they just weren't loading in on time. That could just be because there's so many people jumping on the servers can't handle it or something like that. Who knows? That's just another thing Wargaming can look at. Like I said, I'm not trying to down Wargaming on this thing. I think they did an amazing job with this game, changing it over to the Xbox One. And I'm very happy with the way everything's turned out. It's just things that we need to look at and talk to Wargaming about and just see if they're happy to change it. That's it. That's it. So, let me see if I can get a shot on this. There we go. That's a nice hit. Now, the brush. Right now, the brush isn't bad looking when I'm all the way in it. Okay? But I'm not using the camo on this. As our understanding of the camo system on this game is that you need to be further behind the brush to actually... shit. I need to take a shot at somebody. You actually need to be behind the brush to be able to see through it and use its camo. But as you can see here, yeah, I can't see through it. Even when there's an enemy on the other team, I could barely even notice that outline. You see it there. I could barely see his outline. It is so hard sometimes to find these guys' outline. It's not even funny. I mean, it's kind of scary how great... I mean, look at the detail. It looks amazing. But it is hard to find your enemies in here. I think the brush needs to be more transparent a little bit sooner. Like, this isn't terrible, but I have been on some maps that have brush after brush after brush, and you just can't see through them. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You just can't see anything on these. Oh, man. I can't hit him. Oh, there we go. Hit him right in that track up there. That's great. I'm going to do that again if I can. So, and also, I think what could have solved all of our problems on all of this, or at least brought up more things to Wargaming, is a longer beta. I think the beta did not last long enough. I think that 2 days is never enough for a beta to run. Now, I know they've had other people running the betas and stuff like that before the official, like, open betas came out for everyone. But the problem is that I still think they needed to have a longer beta system than what they did. So that a mass majority of people could sit there and say, oh, well, look at this, Wargaming. Your beta testers didn't notice this, but just want to let you know that... Oh my god, I got a lucky shot on him. Look at the train. Looks amazing. But like I said, the thing that we're having a problem with is that a lot of this stuff could have been fixed a lot sooner. Or we could have noticed that the, you know, that the bushes were going to be crappy, or that the load-in times between the 360 players and the Xbox One players were going to be crappy between each other and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that could have been fixed. You know, other ways to do things. Now, they still have time to be able to fix it, but the problem is that a lot of us do not want to get killed within, or get spotted within the first 10, 15 seconds of the game because we're loading in late, or something like that. Or especially, think of this, okay? Say we get disconnected from Xbox Live. That's happened to us in the past. We can usually get back into the game, and we're still there. You know, at the beginning of the game, we get kicked off, at the, you know, and then we get back on, and it's probably halfway through the game, okay? We'll just say that. I don't know if you guys see those invites or not. Well, I'm going to have to look back on the video and see that. I apologize for that, though. I turned it off yesterday, but apparently it still kicks back on. Sorry about that. Anyways, what was I going to say? But then you get back on, and then you're good to go halfway through the game. Well, I think now, with the way the loading times are, is that there's no way I would be able to load in back in time. I think once I get disconnected at the beginning of the game, it would probably be, because by the time I get back in, and then the HD graphics load up and everything like that, it'll probably take my game probably 3/4 of the battle, almost to where it's finished the battle, before I even load back in, because of how long it takes to load the game. And I think that is very sucky. It's very sad. So hopefully, there's nothing Wargaming can do about that. Like, if I get disconnected from Xbox Live, you know, they can only do so much. That's, you know, between Xbox Live and Wargaming servers trying to get everything working correctly, and it's not always their fault on stuff on that. But let's just say I'm loading into the game late. Anyways, yeah, it's just crap. It's just crap. But like I said, all in all, I'm not complaining about the game. So let's look at our stats. We didn't do amazing, but we did 45,000 in silver, 1,716 in experience points, only 2,819 in damage. I'm still getting used to this tank, guys. It has been one of my difficult tanks. It's not that it's bad. It's not that I've been doing bad in it. It's just I'm trying to figure out my place on the maps, like where I should go, because it's very situational. It's not very fast. I do need to have hold down position so that my turret is the top of my gun is the only thing that's sticking over stuff, and I'm using all of that armor. It's very situational. So it's just me trying to find spots on the map that I feel more comfortable with, because I haven't had a tank like this in a while that I have just a limited turret on the front. Anyway, 6 penetrations, 1,723 in assisting points. And we came in 4th place. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. So these guys did pretty good. Did 780 damage. Okay, never mind. I detected this tank. Sorry. I'm still getting used to all this stuff too. And they did 780 damage to it. So good job for my team. Help me out on that. The IS-8, I did 698 damage to him. And I destroyed this enemy. Awesome. We did 1 shot on the E100, 534 damage. The other E100, we did 2 shots on him, almost doing 1,000 damage. The Panther, we did 383 assisting damage, which pretty much we spotted him and everybody shot him. And then we did damage the ammo on the T-57 for 594 damage. Awesome. Not bad at all. Anyways, guys, as this loads in, as you can see, this is another thing what I'm talking about, is because there's so much HD quality, it does take a while for it to load in. The 360 wasn't as slow in that sense, but I think it looks pretty neat. Anyways, guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, don't take what I'm saying as I'm hating on Wargaming. No, I'm far from it. I think they did an amazing job with this game. These are things that we need to look at. Maybe you guys can be prepared for it, that you're going to load in late and different things like that. And we all need to jump on the forums, and we need to let them know, let them hear our cries that, hey, this is what's happening in the game. Can we fix this? Okay. You know, I'm not talking about the maps or anything like that. I'm still looking at the maps, getting used to them, and feeling out whether I like all the extra stuff on there or not. The only problem I have with the maps right now is that we get a lot more stuff on the maps than the 360 version does. And because of that, they load in quicker than we do. And there's nothing stopping them from, you know, starting the game right off the bat if my Xbox is still loading in and stuff like that. So, but like I said, I'm not saying anything bad about Wargaming. I think they did an amazing job. The graphics on here look amazing. Just the glare from everything. You can almost look outside the window. It's like we're in heaven because you can never see anything outside the window. The closest thing we could see outside is possibly there's like a desert area out there. I don't know. I can't tell. But it looks great. It looks great. I can't wait to keep recording stuff on the Xbox One. I know this was a very long video, but I think it needed to be done so that everybody can jump on the forums and talk to Wargaming on this. Now, we are going to be doing the review on this tank very soon. I just want to play a couple more days with it. As you can see, I'm not doing bad with it. I've improved a lot with it, especially with the last upgrade. It's just I don't feel comfortable doing a review on it quite yet. Also, just so you guys know, I'm going to clear out the filters. I do have the Founders Pack for World of Tanks. I did get the Founders Pack. I got all 3 tanks. I got the, well, this is just pre-downloaded, the T110E6 X1. I got the MTLS 1G14, which I call Optimus Prime, because I swear to God, if you look at it from behind, look at this thing, Optimus Prime. I'm telling you, looks just like Optimus Prime. Autobots roll out. Anyways, it's got 2 guns on the front of it, as you can see. And I'm not talking about the the secondary guns at the bottom. No, I'm talking about the main gun has 2 barrels on it, which is actually pretty badass. I did awesome with this tank. This tank is very, very amazing to play. We also got the T95E2, which is a tier 8 medium, which is amazing tank. I'm sorry about the loading times. It's just a lot for it to handle. As you can see, this thing looks like pretty much a miniature freaking T110E5 to an extent. It's got that extra gun on the top, and which is a weak spot, unfortunately. But everything else looks amazing on this thing. It's a fun little tank too. I had a good games with this too. A lot of fun with it. And then we got that's the Mutant 6, but it still looks amazing on. A lot of these tanks look amazing when they load in. I know, I'm using up a lot of time doing this. Let me show you real quick. Where's the other tank at? It's a... There we go. And then the AMX Chafee, which is a sweet, sweet tank. I did amazing on my second game. First game was still getting used to the tank, but the second game did amazing with this thing. And I'm sorry about the colors, but I went all wacky with this tank. This is a fun tank. This is a very fun tank. It's got a nice autoloader on it. Not bad at all. This thing is friggin' sweet. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm very happy with the Founders Pack. And there's some ops you can do. And yes, guys, just so you know, I am still doing the Freedom to Win. I'm hoping to get the miniature mouse very soon, but I only got 2 days to finish this off, so I have to play some more today and tomorrow to get this done. But we're going to be doing kind of first impression videos. I actually played them during the live stream, but we can still do it because I didn't play them very often. So we'll do some first impression videos this week with them. We're going to do a rollback Friday this week. I know we haven't done one in a while, and I think we need to do one. And I think one of the cool tanks that we should do it on is, maybe a premium tank. One of the premium tanks, like the Fury or Freedom or something like that. I think that might be really cool to do. Oh yeah, let me show you the Fury and the Freedom real quick. Just in the HD colors. I mean, it looks amazing. I need to do a garage video just so you guys can see these things in the HD. Look at this thing. This thing looks amazing. This thing looks amazing. You can even read the sale or the Sol sign on there. Is that say no ball? B-A-L-L or S-A? Yeah, it's got to be B-A-L-L on that box. Look at this thing. You can almost sniff Brad Pitt's hair right now. You can almost smell him. That's how amazing this thing looks. Okay, and now the Freedom. I'm sorry. Let me go in the Freedom tank. Now, the Freedom tank looked badass on 360. But look how better it is. Look, it's worn down. It looks like it actually has been in a battle. I mean, we loved how the flag looked on this tank, but this looks even more badass. It looks like it's just been through the ringer. It just looks amazing, amazing. It really does. It looks like it's been through the ringer and back, and it's survived everything. That is just an amazing looking tank. I'm glad I have it. And we're going to look at the Liberté. We're also going to do a first impression on that too, which is another fun tank. I love the Liberté. Look at this thing. Even more through the ringer. I mean, it looks like, France, just had enough money to build this tank, and that was it. And it's the one they use all the time. I mean, it looks amazing. It looks like the one that maybe almost won the war altogether of World War II. This and the Liberty went together, or Freedom Tank went together, and they killed Hitler side by side. I mean, seriously, they look like they did that. It looks amazing. I think it's great. Anyways, guys, I'm done rambling. God, that took an extra like 5 minutes just to do that. We'll do a garage video someday and do it sometime. Anyways, thank you guys so much for the other day coming up for the live stream. Also, I am going to be live streaming Saturday and Sunday, so be ready for that. I usually start about 10 a.m. Mountain Time, USA. So hopefully you guys can make that. Usually on Saturdays, I just do regular game, so you guys can watch me play. And then on Sundays, we do platooning. So, alrighty, guys. I'm WizardKen. Thank you so much. at watching this video. Please hit the like button. And until next time, see ya.